Some people claim that they drink to drown their sorrows, following a painful breakup, job loss, or other big life hardship. Yes, because alcohol causes sleepiness, a few beers can appear to relax and ease anxiety. It's one thing to have a drink once in a while when you're anxious or down. However, if you require a drink every time an issue arises, this could be a sign of alcoholism. Welcome to Good Lucks, a channel dedicated to inspiring you to expand your mindset, achieve general life breakthroughs, and discover what personal achievements may bring us. The video's goal is to educate you on the substantial link between heavy alcohol usage and several mental and health issues. The dilemma is whether regular drinking causes more harm than actual good. If you are new, please take your time to subscribe so you can never miss out on any of our daily dose of financial and general life knowledge. Alcohol use disorder and depression are two illnesses that frequently coexist and can cause more harm than good. How bad can it get, and what are the health and psychological consequences of alcoholism? Without further ado, let's get started. Why do people consume alcohol? People drink for a variety of reasons, the most common of which are social and recreational. But that's not why we made this video. We've come to learn about the darker side of why people drink. Many people drink to cope with life's challenges, such as anxiety and depression, and are quick to turn to excessive drinking when life knocks them down. Unless you have a health concern that precludes you from drinking, it usually won't hurt to enjoy a glass of wine or beer once in a while for social purposes. However, if you use alcohol to get through the day, or if it interferes with your relationships, career, social life, or how you think and feel, you may have a more serious problem. The question now is, does it work? Stress management. There is some validity to the notion that drinking can relieve stress. Alcohol acts as a sedative and depressant on the central nervous system. Initially, drinking can help alleviate anxiety and distract you from your problems. It can make you feel less bashful, improve your mood, and make you feel calmer in general. The effects of alcohol can be identical to those of anti-anxiety drugs. If your doctor permits, occasionally, unwinding with alcohol isn't necessarily dangerous. However, if you start drinking, you can develop a tolerance to the stress-relieving effects of alcohol. This can make dealing with anxiety and stress much more challenging. Excessive alcohol use can also have visible physical and mental consequences. Over time, excessive alcohol use can induce blackouts, memory loss, and even brain damage. As you deal with the symptoms of these problems, you may experience increased anxiety. Anxiety management. When also dealing with stressful days or nervous situations, you may be tempted to have a glass of wine or beer to calm your nerves. However, drinking alcohol, especially heavily, over a long period of time can increase your anxiety. If you are being treated for anxiety, drinking alcohol can have catastrophic repercussions. Drinking may appear to be a smart way to relieve worry, but you may be doing more harm than good. Managing depression. Alcohol may be used as a method of self-medication by those suffering from depression. Alcohol's burst of energy might be a pleasant reprieve from some symptoms. Alcohol, for example, may momentarily relieve anxiety and relax inhibitions. On the other hand, persons who frequently consume alcohol are more prone to be depressed. Drinking excessively may exacerbate these sentiments, leading to even more drinking. Individuals suffering from mental illnesses may be more likely to use alcohol as a remedy. According to several studies, military veterans are more prone to suffer from depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and alcoholism. What does alcohol consumption do instead of assisting you in resolving your problems? Your liver will be damaged. We are frequently warned that drinking too much alcohol is bad for us. But do you know why? Have you ever wondered how your favorite cocktail or schooner of beer affects your liver? Your liver is a tough organ that can typically handle a small amount of alcohol. However, because the liver can only manage a specific amount of alcohol at any given time, if you drink more than the liver can handle, by drinking too rapidly or too much, your liver cells will struggle to metabolize it. When alcohol enters the liver, it creates acetaldehyde, a poisonous enzyme that damages liver cells and causes irreversible scarring, as well as injury to the brain and stomach lining. But wait, there's more. Water is also required for your liver to function properly. When alcohol enters the body, it acts as a diuretic, dehydrating you and forcing the liver to locate water elsewhere. Acute dehydration is one of the reasons why you wake up with a massive headache after a night of drinking. Over time, heavy drinking can strain or alter the way alcohol is metabolized within the body, leading to alcoholic liver disease. Long exposure to alcohol can result in brain damage. If you drink continuously, you would become inebriated. After a few glasses, you'll notice yourself growing awkward and possibly lightheaded. This is when the alcohol begins to affect your brain. Because alcohol raises gamma-aminobutyric acid, a neurotransmitter that reduces reactions, our movement and speech becomes a little sluggish. Another issue is that the inhibitory centers in our cerebral cortex are being decreased at the same time. This is why you are more prone to be compulsive and do things you would never do sober. Because alcohol boosts the quantity of dopamine in the reward system, persons who consume it are usually happy. In addition, alcohol affects the cerebellum. It is the reason we lose our balance and cannot walk straight. This is because ethanol increases the inhibitory pathways and GABA receptors while suppressing the excitatory and NMDA receptors, hence inhibiting all cerebral activities. We know that alcohol increases our sexual desire because it affects two regions of our brain, the hypothalamus and the pituitary. They both control autonomic brain functions, as well as hormone release. Because alcohol depresses the nerve regions in the hypothalamus that controls sexual arousal, in addition to performance, this results in increased sexual excitement but decreased performance. Have you ever wondered why you feel sleepy after consuming a large amount of alcohol? Because, in addition to all of these, alcohol affects the medulla. The medulla is the region of the brain that controls breathing, consciousness, and body temperature. Your central nervous system will be fried by alcohol. One important approach to noticing the effects of alcohol on your body is understanding the effects on your central nervous system. Alcohol decreases the connection between your brain and body, resulting in slurred speech, a significant indicator of intoxication. This makes speaking and coordination more challenging. Imagine reaction time and balance. That is one of the primary reasons why you should never drive and drink. Alcohol can harm your central nervous system over time. Numbness and tingling in your feet and hands are possible. Drinking can also harm your frontal lobe, which is responsible for executive processes such as abstract reasoning, decision-making, social conduct, and performance. Chronic heavy drinking can potentially result in lasting brain damage, such as Wernicke-Korsakov's syndrome, a memory disease. Alcohol affects your digestive tract and is likely to cause an ulcer. The link between alcohol intake and your digestive system may not be obvious at first. The adverse effects frequently manifest only after the damage has occurred. Continuing to drink may aggravate these symptoms. Drinking can cause tissue damage in your digestive tract, stopping your intestines from properly digesting food and absorbing nutrients and vitamins. Malnutrition might result from this harm over time. Ulcers can cause serious internal bleeding, which can be fatal if not diagnosed and treated promptly. It causes immune system deficiency. Heavy drinking weakens your body's natural immune system. A weaker immune system makes it more difficult to defend yourself from germs and viruses. People who drink heavily for an extended length of time are also more prone than the average population to develop pneumonia or tuberculosis. The World Health Organization attributes around 8.1% of all tuberculosis cases globally to alcohol drinking. Over time, you become dependent on alcohol. Some drinkers eventually develop an alcohol tolerance. As a result, people eventually drink more to have the same results. Regular alcohol consumption can also develop into dependence, which means your body and brain have become accustomed to the effects of alcohol. When you stop drinking, you may experience a variety of physical, emotional, or mental health symptoms that subside as soon as you drink again. Both tolerance and dependence can occur as signs of an alcohol use disorder, a mental health problem formerly known as alcoholism, that occurs when your body becomes dependent on alcohol. Depending on the number of symptoms you have, this illness might be minor, moderate, or severe. You will eventually suffer from withdrawal from alcohol. Alcohol withdrawal can be painful and, in extreme cases, fatal. If you wish to stop drinking, you may need the help of a healthcare expert, depending on how frequently and how much you drink. Before stopping alcohol, it's usually a good idea to consult with your doctor. Anxiety, uneasiness, nausea, tremors, elevated blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, and profuse sweating are all symptoms of alcohol withdrawal. Seizures, hallucinations, and delirium can develop in severe withdrawal instances. Finally, alcohol creates the very problem that people want to solve with it. Alcohol is a depressive because it disrupts the delicate chemical equilibrium in your brain. Heavy and frequent drinking is linked to depression, which can have a significant impact on your brain chemistry, resulting in poor mental health. Alcohol slows down activities in your brain and central nervous system, making you feel less inhibited at first. You may feel calmer in the short term, but these effects will fade soon. The more you drink, the higher your tolerance for alcohol, which means you need to drink more to achieve the same effect. If you use alcohol to conceal your sadness, you may become addicted to it, putting you at risk of alcoholism. Alcohol can also be a trigger for suicidal thoughts in some persons. And that concludes today's video. Thank you for sticking with us until the end. Alcohol usage can either induce or exacerbate symptoms of mood disorders. Depression may even lead to an increase in alcohol consumption in its own. The good news is that treating both alcoholism and depression can help improve both diseases. As one improves, so may the symptoms of the other. It is, however, not a quick or simple operation. It's frequently a lifelong commitment, but it can improve your life, health, and well-being in the long run. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to help the channel develop and inspire other people. Also, make sure to enable the notification bell for more personal growth material like this, so you don't miss out on any of our other content that tells you how to deal with these problems without alcohol. We'll see you in the next video.